So yeah, we have Fair Missoula here, and that's like the only place left on the map that I'm aware of. I mean, there's always the possibility that in the 11th hour, something else underground could happen. I doubt it, but you never know. Done with classes for the semester. Congratulations, lady. Welcome to freedom. Isn't it only April? Wow. How much more school is there? Uh-oh. I could see I could summon friends, but also I saw a frame hold. Let me do my my magic placebo dance here. And I guess also I'll close stuff like I'm not using. Oh, I haven't actually opened it. Well, never mind. Well, I'm certainly not using Dropbox at the moment. Let's go ahead and close that. Boop, 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 boop. Ready thine beam. Always have your beam ready. Only fools don't ready their beam in scary new situations. There we go. It holds for a second. It's done holding. I know you're joking, but I am gonna ready my beam. Oh, you just ended earlier. I see. I was like, oh, I guess May. I mean, it's not that far away. Oh, he's a big boy! Beam! That was not a lot of damage. Oh, he's got a cool thing! Woo! Go get him, Tish! Oh! Ow! Ow! Tish, where'd you go? Oh no. God damn it, dragon. I can hear the countdown from my meteors here. Oh my god! Just inside of you with those meteors. Tish, what are you doing? More meteors! Go! I think I'm hitting them. More meteors! It's a strong dragon, I must admit. Dragon, please, I would like to hit you with meteors. Don't do that. No, no, no. Meteors, go! Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. My meteors are cool. Get hit by a moon now. Or I guess die in midair, that's also fine. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, don't mind if I do. Goodbye, dragon. Your piddly beam annoys me, worm. Twisted, bro. You would be impressed? You should see how much that meteor swarm misses, though. It misses a lot. Huh, I wonder if I can go down there via this object. I know if I throw a stone, the game's gonna be like, yeah, you can. And then I'll die when I go down there. Did you fight a similar dragon Altus? Yes. I did indeed. It was, over... Whoops. It was... Ah, heck, where was it? It was on one of the, like, upper things. Maybe this one? Maybe this one? It's like on a ledge up here. I can't remember which one, though. But the answer is yes, I did fight a dragon up on a hill somewhere. Just can't remember which hill it was anymore. It was definitely... Oh, wait. One way I could think about it is I was definitely near Was it over here? Doesn't matter. Not even the Elden Lord yet. I'm trying. I'll be the Elden Lord one day. Praise the fleeing. You'll see, I'm gonna be the biggest, bestest Elden Lord ever. That dragon barely gave me any runes. What a cheapskate. Beware a surprise attack. I mean, he should be wary of a fucking surprise attack, because that's what's coming for him. Should be a surprise attack. Surprise attack! There was a sign on the floor that told you to look out for that. You should have listened. Woo! Did I beat Millennia? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Only took 47 attempts. I think 47 was the number. A scant 47 attempts to beat her. It was an easy fight, really. I don't see what the big deal was. People kept on saying it was gonna be hard. Barely broke a sweat. I did, Taco, I did. That's pretty much, it was pretty much exactly how I did the fight. Like, almost identically. Just, you know, flawless with a big club and didn't take any hits. I was confused for a second. I thought you recorded my fight with it. Dog. Wait, dog? What dog? Oh, there's a lot of dogs flying around. A lot of air dogs. A lot of air buds. Yeah, perfect dodging the waterfall dance several times. Definitely wasn't entirely reliant on a weapon art I put on a dagger just to avoid their attacks. Again, it was like looking into a mirror. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, he's doing something about it. And what are you gonna do about it? Sucker. What a good weapon art. I really like that one on the bow. I feel like doing a bow run might be a fun playthrough. This first playthrough turned into a, I want to do literally as much as I can in one playthrough. Which is not how I thought it was going to go when I first started, but here we are. All the farming you'd have to do? I feel like if you used a good weapon art on the bow, you could basically just buy normal arrows for the bulk of your arrows, and then for special occasions, you would have to craft. You could also, in theory, murder every single one of the merchants that you run into. And just have one shop where you could buy most of the materials you'll need for special arrows. Bows and daggers. Daggers! Daggers aren't bows. Unacceptable. It must only be bows. I can make another max level ghosty friend. Yeah, the pinions are annoying, I fully admit. I guess for like a lot of fights that end up devolving into fairly close range affairs, you don't need fletched arrows. You could just go in with bow and arrows without the feathers. On the other hand, there are a few places where you could... I did not want to come down here yet. Oh! 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 Dick move! There are some places where it's easy to farm the stupid feathers. But farming the feathers, like if you're strictly doing bow only, would be really annoying. You might wanna cheat a little bit. At least when you're going for those stupid fucking feathers. So that's where you were. Oh! Bad dog. What if I were to just do a little bit of this for a few seconds? You started playthrough number 2? What's your second playthrough looking like so far? How you going about it? Is there any real reason I want to do the roof as opposed to just walking in? I feel like I was done with the roof, so now I should probably just walk into the room proper. Oh, I guess I could probably murder a bunch of the annoying guys that are down here. From up above. That might be worth my time. Do, 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 do. Oops. Oh! Where are these douchebags that I can't see that are casting lightning on me? Alright. Okay, yep. Ow. You stop. Bad! Lightning bastards! You're going Dex and enough Faith and Arcane for all the dragon incantations. Nice. I think what I really want to do, which would be not super different from this run, but different enough, is pure magic. Just no weapons, but points only in Arcane, Faith, and Intelligence. And just use all the magic in the game. If I want to heal, I have a spell for that. It's all blue bottles. Arctic Ice Gatorade only. I don't know how viable it would be, but it would be interesting. Bad dog. Bad dog. There's so many bad dogs here. That's not fair. There's no such thing as a bad dog. There's only bad owners. Y'all were... It's not your fault you were trained to be bad dogs here. I feel like the start would be difficult. I guess, depending on how you choose the start. I feel like a really nice starting class is probably the Prisoner. Just because Glintstone Blade is so very powerful. It's a very effective weapon for most enemy types. Things that dodge. Yeah, the healing would be difficult. I mean, in the early stages I would need some red Estus. Sorry, some red Tearstone. What the hell are these things called again? I would need some Flask of Crimson Tears. But eventually I can move on once I have enough faith for a few healing spells. I think what would be really fun, and I don't know if I would want to do it, but like a run I would like to watch someone do, would be an only consumables run. I feel like there's a lot more... Ah, son of a bitch. There's a lot more variety in the consumables in this game. There's a lot of fun crafting you could do. I feel like that'd be a really fun run to watch. What's that? What are you doing? I don't like that. Stop that. Stop that. I don't like this corner where I can't see. Yeah, lots of pots, lots of arrows. There's just a lot of variety in the things you can craft. Oh, you afraid? I'm afraid. Oh yeah, a lot of farming. But like, I don't mind that so much. It would feel very survivalist run, you know? Foraging for the things you need to stay alive. Does using weapon grease change the aspect of your weapon, or just add damage on top of it? It adds, like, a type of damage and a buildup of whatever the thing is, depending on if it has a buildup. One thing that's always been a bummer in all these games is if you have a magical weapon to begin with, a special weapon, you don't get to use grease. And so often grease is an early game item for me, and then just stops ever being valid. Which is a bit of a bummer. Whoops, that's not the button my finger was going for. Alright, at this amount of health and this limited number of flasks. Mostly full. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. Tree Spear has Holy and can be buffed. Oh, interesting. Yeah, usually these games are like, okay, I have this kind of generic weapon, I'm gonna use these greases on it, this is exciting. And then eventually it's like, okay, I got this cool weapon, never to use grease again. Like, I remember, 80 hours ago in this game, 90 hours ago, probably 100 hours ago, trying to fight the ulcerated tree spirit deep in the fringe folk hero grave. And, like, that was a fun and exciting fight because I was using greases to try and edge out victory. I just like using the resources that are in games. It's exciting and fun for me. And eventually you stop using them because you have better equipment that doesn't require them anymore, but it always feels like a waste. It's like, yeah, but I still have those things. I want to use them. Which is why a run that's largely consumables would be interesting. Just like have a basic dagger and just use infusions. Sorry, greases, not infusions. Oh god, I'm hearing those weird guys from the Misty Woods. What are they doing here? Combat spoon. Well, that's interesting. That these guys are here and there. What weapon do the perfumers use? That's a good question. I imagine there's a bit of a variety, right? There are multiple, like, perfumer-esque guys. Dragon, time for rushing in. We got a dragon that way. We got a bunch of dudes over there. We still have other things that are above us. I think I'm just excited that there's like so many different things you could do in this game. There's just a lot of ways to play it. I've really enjoyed my wizard run, but I'm excited for like future other playthroughs. Doing a madness faith run seems like a fun one. Alright, we still have to go this way, and that's completely opposite the point of grace in front of me, so that makes it easy. Easy to think about. Let's explore all the other directions out here first. Alright, just a golden rune. What else we got? That's my point of grace. Yep. I think there was another door over here. That's where I came from. Okay. I think I'm good then. I've been on the roof, I've been down here. Was there something else I could do from this point of grace? What? Somber Stone Miner's Bell Bearing. Oh yeah, that's something I've been wanting for a while. Okay, looks like we can go down that way. How's it going there, Poop? I don't think there's anything in this direction. Alright, given that this is the point of grace, we'll save this for after we do some of the other direction. That way I don't have to rest. And these guys can stay dead. I wonder if crumbling Farum Azula is related to the floating island that is discussed in one of the items. Where are you? Oh, you were definitely in the other direction. Originally rubble from a ruin which fell from the sky, the surviving fragment was honed into a weapon. The ruin came from crumbling when struck by a meteorite. As such, this weapon harbors destructive power. The bits of falling city. Yeah, like the debris that's all over the main island, this sword is a part of that. And it says it was struck by a meteorite. And there's other items that say that the Greater Will hurls meteorites at things. And like fucking... I imagine even the... Yeah, it even says in one of the item descriptions, like the Elden Beast was sent on a meteor. I think that's like the falling star incantation. So I wonder, like, is this the same place or is that another place? You think the debris is from here? We know Farum Azula predates the Greater Will. So maybe there was like multiple things like Farum Azula. Like Farum Azula's over here and there was something else that was like way up here. Above these areas. It's like we see the debris. You know, big old chunks. Greater Will throwing stuff at this place because it was inconvenient to their order. Yeah. I mean, that's what happened to the Eternal City as well. Except those meteors had, you know, fucking aliens inside of them. Yeah, it's possible Farum Azula can move. Well, we know from that item description that a fucking meteor just ripped through one of these floating islands. Oh, hey, bud! I been having a lot of fun just reading item descriptions. Oh, I love floating islands, Copper. Absolutely adore them. I'm really excited for Breath of the Wild 2 because it's doing floating islands. You're just generic fucking dragon number 7 here. You don't get a name. Whoops! Out of juice. Stop beating your wings. Thank you, Dragon. I'll keep on being a cheating little bastard here. It's the perfect self-contained little adventure. So your favorite Legend of Zelda obviously has to be Skyward Sword, right, Copper? That one involves floating islands. Maybe after we finish Elden Ring, we'll just put 100 hours into the Skyward Sword. Just really sit down and tear that game through. Just to make Gomper happy. Don't even get me started. Hoot! 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 Hey, hoot! You didn't like what you saw that one? I mean, it does have the earlier 3D Zelda problem. I'm not even sure if I want to call it that. You know, I take that right back. It does have a unique problem where, like, the first, I don't even know how many hours we put in, we're all just still tutorial. Felt like the game didn't trust me to play it. Ew! Fucking gross, man! It's disgusting! Yeah, there was a lot of over-explaining, a lot of tutorializing. I still want to play it, just so I could, like, check that off my list of Zelda games. Carrie! How's it going, Carrie? Alright, horrifying nightmare pukey guys. These guys still scare me. I'll give you the moon. Whoa! Please never do that again. Do you think these guys are from that old civilization? These fucking weirdos? Like, they're on Farum Azula here. They're in that Misty Woods area. Was there any debris in the Misty Woods area? Like, why are they here? This is the only area you find them, is in these places. Woodfolk Ruin. Are they woodfolk? Yeah, they have the weird death effect. I want to know more about these weirdos. They're very strange. You want to put them in Fia Circle because of the death effect? I mean, the death curse was used on the giants, and that, like, predates a lot of stuff, doesn't it? Breath of the Wild 2 is the only other game you're gonna play for Switch? I assume at some point another Mario game will be announced and released on the Switch. I will 1,000,000% be excited for that. Always want me new Mario games. Only Vati can tell us for sure. I'm sure Vati has that wall from Always Sunny in Philadelphia's mailroom episode. Just a wall plastered with things. Never finished Odyssey? I'm kind of tempted to start a new save file and do Odyssey on stream. Odyssey's a real good game. They didn't have Kirby's balls. This raises questions. Yeah, Mario Odyssey. It's like a great game, but we never did it on stream. I did a little bit on stream. But it might be nice to, like, start a new save file and just, like, make a stream of it. Oh, it's a fantastic game. It's not my favorite Mario, but it's up there. I feel like Mario Galaxy 2 is my favorite Mario. My favorite 3D Mario. Might even just be my favorite Mario, period. I really like Mario Galaxy 2. Like, a lot. I mean, if we're talking Marios with 3D elements, I don't know why you would go with Thousand Year Door. We can go with the OG Mario RPG, which is the best RPG-based Mario. Absolutely love Mario RPG. Like, I'm talking pure Mario, no spin-offy Mario. So your favorite is Mario 64. Now, is that because of nostalgia, though? One thing I'm curious about with Mario 64 is Andrew hates Mario 64. He's trying to beat it, and he's not having fun. I kind of, I'm trying to talk him into putting a video together just to, collate all of his thoughts. I want this outsider's perspective on a beloved Mario experience. Totally beer goggles, so it is, a lot of nostalgia. I like Mario 64 a lot, but if I divorce myself from nostalgia, I have to admit that it's a trendsetter, and the games that followed its trends are better than it. It was a very charming era, for sure. It was our first wobbly toddler steps into the third dimension. That's probably not just charming, but exciting, Gomper. That's an exciting era of video games. There's a lot of experimentation, there's a lot of trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. That's probably, the last great, this is truly exciting development time. I was kind of hoping when VR was, threatening to blow up again, ooh, maybe we'll see another, era of fun experimentation and trying to discover what works and what doesn't work. Seeing your baby all grown up, yeah, right? Yeah, our first experience with an analog controller. You beat the Banjo-Kazooie emulator? Nice. Who knew the greatest improvement to an analog joystick was a second analog joystick? Nintendo will add a third analog stick, and I welcome it. I think Nintendo deserves to be hated quite a bit for a number of horrible decisions that they like to make when it comes to, preservation of their fucking library and a number of other things. But I absolutely love Nintendo's willingness to be weird with hardware and experiment and take risks. I wish there was more of that going on. Valve kind of threatened for a little while, and then they kind of backed off. Your word hint is... when you give something the aspects of an animal, but not to give an animal human aspects. The N64 controller is a profile in cowardice. What? Zabatsu, I give you the floor? Make them use it, cowards. I feel you're the only one I've ever heard refer to that controller as cowardice. Shall we ever return to the Vampire Slayer game? Ah, zoomorphic, you got it, 421. Scream real loud. We played that last week, lady. We play that game almost once a week because every time it gets an update, we pop in there. What was it? Today's Monday. We played that on Wednesday. So like 4 days ago we played that. Well done, 421. I was making the word anthropomorphic, and then I was like, wait a minute. Is there another version of this word that I've never heard used before? And lo and behold, there was. I shouldn't say version, another, a similar word that I've never used before. You missed it! We played with, there was another character introduced. A lot of new content. The N64 controller was a mundane controller with a weird handle hanging off the left side. I kind of like the N64 controller, except for the fact that the analog stick does get fucked up really easily. I feel like I've been on each of these pieces now. I think it's time. Oh, now I see why. Okay, yeah, we'll use the floating platforms there. Rather than going up to the other ledge, which is the boring way up. Ladder, where are you? How did I lose you again? There you are. They should have cut out the middle and put the analog stick on the proper side. Hey, don't forget, this was our first foray into this experience. See, I like that it had a third leg, because you could choose how to hold it depending on the game you were playing. I always thought that was a really fun way to do it. Not a practical way to do it. Absolutely not a practical way to do it, but like a fun way to do it. Running low on magic here. Moon can't reach. This can. God, I love that spell. I mean, there weren't that many games where you could use the other configuration, let's be serious. Alright, can't reach, understood. Get ready. Oh wow, you almost reached me. Okay, I don't care for that. The challenge and dare plays, yeah. Yeah, that's a better point, 421. It let designers decide how the players would hold the controller. Whether or not you were going to use the analog stick or just use a weird D-pad. One of the worst D-pads. But not the worst D-pad. No, 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 no. In Nintendo's defense, they did move on and create the GameCube controller, which is still one of my favorite controllers to this day. Just super comfortable. They pioneered the idea of shoulder buttons that have a range to them. It was the last cartridge system. Was it the last cartridge system? Was it? Have you seen the Switch? Nintendo's not even done with cartridges yet. We're still using Switch cartridges. Oh, the Wigglies are inside of its head. Is it a cartridge if it's just an SD card? I mean, yes. An SD card's kind of a cartridge. Oh, they taste terrible indeed. I just want to have a strong-held opinion, even if it's about something totally stupid. Hey, Gomper does that all the time. I mean, everyone's allowed to do it. Don't let Gomper have monopoly on that. You had a little ridge, so if you threaded your middle fingers in them, the controller balanced perfectly. The Genesis controllers were good. You love Wart Picker's Bell Bearing 3. Oh, see, Pope's getting on the game. That's slander right there. You can go to jail for that. You know a weird thing that I recently learned? Is that... You know how we handle libel and slander? Defamation? Like, here in the United States... If I were to say something untrue about you that hurts your reputation and your person, I would be guilty. I'd be at fault. Like, I'm not allowed to do that. In Japan, if I were to say something that hurts your public image and hurts your profitability as a company, and it's true, I would still be guilty. That's a weird one. I want to learn more about that, but I was poking around, and this little, like, tidbit came up, and I want to learn more about it now. But apparently, like, if you know a CEO is having an affair with somebody, and it's true, and you have proof, and you're like, aha, look at this, and it hurts the company's bottom line, they could sue you and they would win, is my understanding, and I want to make sure this is true. You don't like his platformers. You don't think they're bad, you just don't enjoy them. I adore them. Like, I absolutely love them. The strongest opinion I have that skirts the threshold of totally stupid. Well, Creedmoor, are you about to give us a strong opinion? Alright, I think I'm done with this chunk of island here. Let's move on. In which direction? That's an important distinction. Huh? The area I just left? Ah, I'm going back. Look at the edges. It's almost always something about dropping down. Well, I was just down there, so that's not it. How dare you say Mario has no personality? It's a him, Mario. Oh, I see. Alright, Ironcore. Feel free to, like, help me make sure I'm not missing something. Utility. Has a little summon your buddy moment here. Whoop, a player just fell off. I saw the spirit plummet down. Mario has too many platforms. It's him who's not going to cut it. I feel like Mario has always just been, you know, a blank slate. I've always preferred that he's just kind of a neutral experience as opposed to the, oh man, I'm so cool, gotta go fast, like, edgy 90s Sonic experience. Other platformers, do the other platformers even have a personality? Crash Bandicoot's personality is he has a girlfriend. What am I missing? Near the stone gazebo thing, look down along the ledges. I'm not seeing anything down here. I like the water temple and Ocarina of Time. That's just fucked up. Gomper, that's just fucked up. Alright, nothing here. I'm just gonna do a little trace along the edge. Even in the 3DS re-release, that was still not a fun temple to do. There's a similar looking area? Ah, gotcha, gotcha. I'm running real low on supplies. Just heal a little bit. Alright, now moving on for realsies. We still have, like, up by that other Point of Grace, too. This is a big area. Bigger than I thought it would be, I should say. Game to celebrate your 2 years, how's it going? I imagine you're feeling a little lonesome. With Plato. Plato no longer there. Alright, big guy. Don't puke on me. He threw some pizza crust over his shoulder and left an empty thud on the floor. Oh, hopefully you'll get to pet him again soon. Oh, come on, is this a dead end? I mean, I could try and jump to the ledge, but that seems like a bad idea. I have called... I have called our mother. I think 3 or 4 times and left voicemails, and I've not heard from her yet. I think she may have thrown her cell phone into a toilet or something. That or she's ignoring me for some reason. Sounds about right. Does the Metroidvania thing and making you find new progression, then backtracking a lot, but without any of the obvious cues or progression. You flick a switch, you gotta figure out where the hell to go next, yeah. It's a good temple, but a design for maniacs. Yeah, like, it's one of those things, it's frustrating to go through. But I do admit, it has fun moments. I think that's it for here. We tore this apart, did the little water thing, got to that ledge. Yeah, I think it's time we warp on back to this point. And work our way down the other side. So when are you gonna start playing this? The best game. It's time to put Counter-Strike Go down and start playing Elden Ring. Alright, what's moving around down there? 3 to 4 days a week, woof. Alright, a lot of bone dogs. A lot of bone dogs. Chrono Trigger, nice. A classic. Oh, is that Alexander? Is that my boy? Oh, it's my boy. How do I get to my boy Alexander? It looks like I need to be on that island and then hop over there and then across there. I'm heading too low to see Alexander. Or... I'm starting to see. So we head down. We get to that ledge there. Somewhere in there we pop up here where that dragon is. And then we go up to where Alexander is, and then up again to get to this stuff. And then up there. I see, I see. Or maybe I could just leap from the fucking roof. That's worth a try. Elden Strike Ringo. Probably best if I pop in here and then try and go across the roof. You never know, I might be able to leap. Leap across the roof. It's worth a try. How did you find the Godskin duo? I haven't fought them yet. Alright, let's calm the hell down here. What's your strongest, dumbest held opinion? A really dumb, strong opinion I have. Ah, shit. Alright, can't leap across the roof like I wanted. What's a dumb thing I hold strongly about? Gimme. I don't know. I'm having trouble thinking of one. I'll keep on pondering that one. Yeah, solid walls. Alright. I was hoping to leap across that roof, but can't do it. I feel like I should ask Truax and Pope. I feel like I've probably told them these dumb opinions in the past and I just forgot them. What's something stupid I've said? I'm pretty adamant that Sonic is a bad franchise. And poorly designed. China has just issued a set of video game approvals for 2022. Sonic is a bad franchise. You'll have to pick just one stupid thing. Hey, whatever first comes to mind, huh? Alright, everyone agrees Sonic's a bad franchise. I'm not alone on that one. Well, that's 100% true. You know how much I love making Andrew lose his mind. It is my favorite hobby. Oh, hey, bud. Oh, you're normal skeleton types. Alright, we get to kill you twice. Understood. Like, I think there are fun moments in a lot of Sonic games. My problem comes from the fact that, like, it has an ethos of we gotta go fast, and then the game design is completely contrary to that. Hey, bud, come on over here. Who taught you to jump? But I would argue there are probably 3 fun Sonic games. Sonic 1, 2, and 3. That's not fair. There's like a couple of newer ones that are explicitly... I know, if someone's gonna defend Sonic, it's gonna be Truaxi. Listen, we can all agree there's something good from Sonic. There's a lot of great pornography. Ooh. Yeah, they just don't do that enough. They don't design enough levels to not kill you when you run into them. Oh, a lot of friends are here. Oh, you hit way harder than I thought you would. God damn you. Vampire Survivors is on sale? How could it be on sale? The game costs $3. Does it cost less than $3 now? They're nostalgic and have good production. Ah. My nostalgia goggles are surgically attached when looking back on Sonic. Really? Like, I have fond memories of Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic Spinball's great. It's like 20 cents cheaper. Oh, what a deal. Get in there, everybody. Bargain time. Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. $10% off. Weird, why? Like, is there an event going on? Okay. Sonic Pinball Spinball. Thank you very much. Oh, it's just a daily deal, I see. No. Stay dead. You only played Sonic 1 and 2? I mean, those are the two that I look back on and I'm like, those aren't terrible. Like, there are moments that frustrate me. But that's okay. Every game has moments that frustrate me. What? Even this glorious game that I've put like 140 hours into has had moments that have frustrated me. Unlike me, who apparently doesn't hold any bad, borderline indefensible opinions. I'm just a paragon, I guess. I have to have some garbage opinion that I can't remember. I think that's the hard part. If it's my opinion, obviously somewhere in my brain I don't think it's garbage, otherwise I probably wouldn't have that opinion. I'll learn you. Whoa! That was fun to watch. I don't think you're getting back up from that one, buddy. I think it's definitely possible to have a bad or indefensible opinion, but you would need someone else to let you know, and like you would have to have that dawning introspection of like, oh, that's a good point. Like, look at people like Tucker Carlson. Like, he's made of indefensible opinions. He's like the concept given flesh. I don't think he'll ever have that, like, introspective moment, though. My alcoholism's perfectly fine and not hurting anybody. That's one. That's right, come over here, big boy, see what happens. I mean, you know, waddle. Take your fucking time about it. Don't rush on my account. You know we accept your love of feet, Gomper. We don't judge you on that. now you're this close. We're just gonna go ahead and moon you. That's a good point. Ooh. Good fight. Stay dead. I thought you were quoting yourself.